aftermath of the Mai Mahiu disaster. Peter, I want to start here, and thank you very much for joining us. We can see what's happening across the country. Even that story that we ran earlier by Vera, which is saying that whether experts are predicting that this is just, it's going to continue. You at the Kenya Red Cross, you deal with these experts and you continuously are looking at the information that's coming in, but also you have your officers on the ground and what they're dealing with now. We are being told that this is going to get worse. Do you think that the people are prepared for anything worse than what we're currently dealing with now?
Thank you, Eric. And actually, so speaking, that's the unfortunate thing about disasters. You try as much as you can to get ready and prepared for them, but it catches you off guard in terms of the intensity, magnitude, and even scope of how it strikes. For example, we have what we've been calling traditional flooding areas. This time it's been different in terms of intensity of the rains, different in terms of the geographical scope. Like Nairobi was one of the most affected in a ways we've not seen before, infrastructure being disrupted, and the new entrant being 32 to 33 counties being affected. And the worst of all is the Mai Mahiu incidents, where we are seeing mudslides that sweeping away an entire village. So is this going to get worse? I think it's likely to be worse in the sense that, first of all, according to the Kenya Met Department, and I must make a statement here, Eric, that gone are the days when you could be skeptic about the predictions. There's a lot of precision. The skill of forecast and the model of forecast that is being used by the Kenya Met gives a lot of precision in terms of time of expected, duration of anticipation, and the nature of impact, and even to the area. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is that we should take seriously the credible forecast being issued by Kenya Met. So what they're showing us is that this now is moving towards low-lying areas and people around the lake and the coastal belt. Yeah. For example, Lake Victoria now, the water levels have risen, so we are going to experience seepages and we're going to experience backflow of Lake Victoria. Now, the other thing is low-lying areas, or what we would say downstream. Remember, from the mountain areas, the water has been draining downwards. The Nzoia River Basin, the Tana and Athi, they want to pour. Where are they going to pour to? Downstream. Another context to look at is the dams. For the first time, we have all the 6 dams being reported as reaching their level of alarm. So we are looking at the scenario whereby the dams are going to start overpouring, so people around dams need to be at an alert. We are looking at loose soils in various places that are prone to mudslides. We are looking at even issues that the millimeters of the water that the ground has been able to host, the water table has risen. So it's not about heavy rains. Any longer continued sustained rainfall that increases the millimeters of the water leads to flooding. And lastly, if I may put this across, that even we are beginning to prepare ourselves as Kenya Red Cross, is the aftermath.
After all this is gone.
After the floods have subsided.
Right.
We need to start thinking of what are we left to deal with. A good example is the people in Mai Mahiu, for instance. A lot of people have been buried in debris. We are realizing that 76 people are still missing in our tracing efforts. Our team is still on ground. We are still doing tracing. Right now, as we speak, we were just having a conversation with the team on the ground, and they're still trying to settle the people to give them the evening food. That's around 256 people. Where are they going to resettle? How are they going to meet their food needs, their mental health? So
what kind of support are they receiving?
Exactly.
And I think this is a good time then to bring in the government.